All right, we're live.
Yeah, we live. All right, my name is Chris and Askew.
You don't need the mic on this. You can just scoot over right here in the middle. Cause I mean we're on this thing right here now, so it's different.
Oh yeah, cause okay.
Yeah.
All right. My name is Chris and Askew, and I'm here with Texas Big Time Basketball. What's up? Okay.
Where are you supposed to be looking?
I was that this feels so weird.
All right, now look right at the iPad.
Is it better?
Yeah, that's better. That's better.
So with the camcorder, look up over it,
Yeah.
and with the iPad, look at it.
Yeah. See, I'm looking right in your eyes now. When you look at the iPad, I see your eye, I see your pupils and everything.
Okay.
All right, hold on. I think I see something here. All right, now, and for future reference, you're not gonna be able to wear a hat
Yeah, no.
because you got a shadow over your eyes. Yeah, so turn your hat around backwards or
You're
something.
not recording me as I.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so
Okay.
I got the light on. That's probably too bright. I can't get it off.
What light?
I think I turned the light on and I can't turn it off on the iPad.
Oh my goodness.
Is the light on? I don't know what the hell I did. Okay, it's off. All right. I can zoom in like this. Oh, that's perfect. Now, are you talking?
Yep.
Talk about something. What's today? Today's date.
Today is the 24th.
Or what?
Today is August 24th, 2017.
Why you gotta talk 17? Talk. You gotta be yourself, like on the cool. You gotta pretend that you're talking to your friend. You know, so I know you don't talk to your friend like, hey, say what's today's date? Man, today Thursday. You gotta talk like you're not in the interview.
Okay. I thought I was.
No, because I know you don't say, but today is.
Okay, I got you. All right, I'm ready.
So you gotta get out of your shyness.
All
Gotta
right.
get out of your shyness. Did you the eclipse? Did you
What
look
about the eclipse? I mean, we really didn't get to see it. It wasn't.
who you talking to?
Well, you told me to be myself.
But I'm just saying, who you talking to?
You.
But why you ain't looking? Am I sitting on the table?
No, you're not.
I mean, serious. I mean, that's what it looked like in the camera.
Okay.
You know, this is what you said. I said, what about the eclipse? Well, the eclipse, I mean, you know.
Okay. All right, well, we really didn't experience the eclipse.
No.
It was. I mean, it got cooler. It wasn't as hot, but.
Oh, okay. What about, let's talk political. Kaepernick.
You know, they protested.
Who is they?
Well, I know the Kappas, you know, Black Lives Matter.
Who you talking to?
God dang it. Okay. Okay. Okay, the Kappas, the AKAs, the Black Lives Matter.
They
movement
protested?
outside the NFL headquarters.
No.
So, I mean, you know, more players in the NFL, you know, they're taking the knee. I think change is going to come. Not sure when, but change is going to come. And I really like what Kaepernick's doing. You know,
What is he doing?
Huh?
What is he doing?
I was about to get to that.
Oh, okay.
Dang.
Oh.
Okay, anyways. You know, he's in the black community, the black neighborhoods, you know, he's giving
Now?
back. Huh? Yes, now.
Right, okay.
He's giving back. You know, he went to, I don't know, somewhere in Africa where his roots are, just to, you know, find himself, I guess. But he's always been in the community. He's more so in the community around the United States, the black community around the United States. He's doing a lot, giving back.
What do you think about police and, you know, the unlawful tactics that they use
On black men.
on black men?
I think it's wrong.
Of course.
I think
But who you talking to? Yeah.
that's what I'm into. Okay, I think it's wrong. Of course, I think that how do I say this? Not all police are bad, but
Who you
now
talking
we
to?
have, huh?
Who are you talking to?
That when I think I look down,
Yeah.
I can't. It's a
It's a
habit.
conversation though.
Mhm.
It's a conversation with the viewers. So
Mhm.
your viewers ain't in the ground. You just when you live, you're not gonna be able to. I know it's tough,
Yeah.
but you're not gonna be able to look down.
Okay.
You're gonna have to look at the subject.
Okay.
And right now, the subject is your viewers. Now, if we side by side, you can look at me, but you'll never be able to look down because your viewers ain't gonna want to look at you looking down. That's just it. So you gotta pick out your subject and talk to them.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. I think police brutality is wrong. I think that, of course, it's something that the black community knew. It's just now being captured on video. I think that a change has to happen, but a change is not going to happen as long as the leader is for police brutality and is for white supremacists, is for neo Nazis. If he's for that nonsense, I don't think change with that will not come.
I'm just gonna play devil's advocate. So was there police brutality during the Obama era?
Yes.
Okay, so why the change didn't happen then? I'm just playing like, could it not have happened then? Could awareness not have happened then? I'm just asking, like,
He could have, yeah.
so
I
it
don't
didn't, right? So was he for white supremacy because change didn't happen? I mean, I'm just asking, like,
Obama was not for white supremacy. He's not. Well, I don't know.
well, of course I don't think he was,
Yeah,
but
I
I'm
don't
just
think.
saying,
But
like,
see, Trump is open. Trump is openly supporting the neo-Nazi. He's saying that honestly, I don't get what destroying a monument is gonna do, but he's basically saying, "Oh, they're tearing down our history in a room full of white people, white supremacists, white neo-Nazis."
Well, that's definitely the case. They turn down the history, and it is history to some people,
Yeah, and I get that.
albeit that is probably not most comfortable history
It's still history.
to us. It's proud history to somebody else.
And that's what I'm saying. So what if they went around tearing down Martin Luther King Jr. statue, monuments?
I know. So how would we feel?
That's what I'm saying.
So,
I get that it was wrong, but I don't.
so my thing is like, and not that I'm just being on the opposite side just to be on the opposite side for discussion purposes. But like, it's what are we 100 days to somewhere 150 days of the Trump presidency, and awareness is higher, unfortunately or fortunately, up under his leadership. But the problem that existed under Obama, the problem that existed under Bush, the problem that existed up under Clinton.
But
So we can't stick.
But Trump lit the match.
I don't know if he lit the match.
Trump lit the match.
I wouldn't say he lit the match. I say we lit the match.
How do we lit the match?
Okay, so you do have the Black Lives Matter movement, and it's a positive movement because of what happened. Starting with the Ferguson incident going forward. You know what I'm saying? So we protested, we marched, and everything. But you have to understand this. I think you have to understand this. Not that I'm being supportive. Of course, I'm a strong believer that Black Lives Matter, of course. But we marched. Mm-hmm. We exercised our right to protest. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And it was something positive and something that was needed. Mm-hmm. But y'all got to also understand that we did get the opportunity and we were allowed the right to protest. And we did protest. Mm-hmm. Or the protests did happen all over the country. Mm-hmm. Organized protests, marches and things that was approved. You just can't march. You got to go get it approved. Mm-hmm. So it did happen. Am I right? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it was uncomfortable that maybe the people who didn't agree with Black Lives Matter, it was uncomfortable for them because now you're reading something that's uncomfortable and ugly, to them, but it's positive to us. Am I right?
Yeah. Okay. So,
so where I'm going with this is they also have, and be it the KKK, white supremacists, neo-Nazi, whatever group you want to call it, stick whatever label you want to on them, but you can call them blue dog shit.
Yeah.
But they got blue dog shit got the right to protest, march, and all that other stuff peacefully.
Yeah, but that's the thing. When it's a Black Lives Matter protest, you have police officers, you have military. They're just lined up on the streets. They told, I'm not sure where they told protesters, if you step off this curb, you will get arrested. Now, in what happened in Charlottesville, that woman died. That man ran a car through. There was no security was there. They did nothing to stop it.
Okay, true. So that should not have happened. So I think it's wrong to say that there wasn't police there. It's wrong to say because you know
they were there. They didn't do nothing. No, they weren't.
Well, let's just say in Paris, what did they do just a week or so ago when that guy ran into the crowd?
Yeah.
I mean, so let's just say what prevents. We drive cars. What prevents you from just driving into, blah, blah, blah? That in the act of that, you got to agree that you can't do much about it once.
You can't, but you can de-escalate the situation.
Okay, so a guy's behind his car in the crowd.
I'm not talking about the car. I'm talking about this hate march they got going on.
Okay, so what can they do about it? Because they have a right to march, whether it's like I said, whether it's KKK, whether it's neo-Nazi, Black Lives Matter, blue dog shit. All of us got the right to march. The only thing we got to do is go down there and fill out a thing and say, hey, we're going to march on this street. I need you to approve it. Freedom of speech. They have the right. You have to. You don't have to understand it, but you got to agree that they have the right.
I agree they have the right, but when it needs to be the same. When Black Lives Matter is protesting, when they're marching, and if they step off the sidewalk, you will get arrested. I'm pretty sure they didn't tell them, if you step off this curb or if you get out of order, we're going to arrest you.
Well, that might be the case. I'm just saying that you're talking about the particulars of a march. I'm thinking that people got more problem with them being able to march, not that they stepped off the sidewalk. Neo-Nazi, I don't care what you call it. Like I said, I really don't care. It could be blue dog shit. That's why I can use that name. Because to me, whatever name of the organization, everybody in the country has the right to protest and march. Period. No matter how uncomfortable it is to everybody.
So how do you feel about the Blue Lives Matter?
Everybody has the right.
No. I'm talking about the movement. Talking about Blue Lives Matter.
What is it about? Policemen?
My thing is, how are you going to say Blue Lives Matter? We know police matter, but my thing is, not enough good cops are standing up to the bad cops.
Okay.
And so policemen, they're in a bad light.
Okay, so not enough good cops are standing up to the bad cops, but do you know?
But that's not a race, though. Blue Lives Matter is not a race.
It's a way of life. It's several thousands people way of life. We're talking about now. I'm just here we go. Blue Lives Matter. So here we go. We're going with this discussion because policemen are saying that their lives matter just as well, and you're right. Not enough good cops to stand up to the bad cops, but I don't know much about the cop game. But let's just say if it was equivalent to the protection, or brotherhood or sisterhood that's equal to that of a gang. You know what I'm saying? So. If a gang member snitches on another gang member, what happens? What is? And I don't know nothing about no gangs, but what do you assume would happen?
They die.
From who?
The gang.
Okay, all right. They're persecuted or whatever.
Yeah.
So we're talking about a way to a way of life in which people protect people from criminals. You know what I'm saying? It's that's the only thing they're protecting you from is criminals, not protecting you from the good people. They're protecting you from criminals. So you got to have some type of a criminal mentality to combat a criminal. You know what I'm saying? And so yes, they push.
Excessive force is okay.
No, that's never
When
okay.
dealing with a
It's
criminal.
never okay. Use
Even if
extensive
the
force.
criminal is using excessive.
But I do believe on the criminal, you got to use more force than the criminal is willing to use on you. I mean, I'm sorry.
I mean, no, I get that.
I have no respect for a criminal. So, if somebody's robbing the store and they knock a woman down in the process of trying to get away, I think the cops have every right, to billy club it. I don't think you use less force on a criminal than a criminal is willing to use on an innocent person. I just don't. Now, with that comes a mindset. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, once they have that mindset that this is what it takes to fight a criminal, they do things to innocent people that they shouldn't do. And that's where I think that there's training that needs to go on or something. So there needs to be some type of fix. But you're basically, just like the Army, you are training people to kill. So in a war, that's how you win. You kill more than they're willing to do. So when the war is over, guess what you still have? A killer's mentality. So, blue lives do matter. Don't think, and you're right, there's not enough good cops to come back to bad cops, but.
And I get what you're saying about the gangs and saying that they.
So what if a bad cop, what if a good cop say, guess what? Don't do that. I'm turning you in.
You're gonna die.
Who's gonna feel comfortable with that cop out in the street against the criminals?
What you mean? You shouldn't feel safe with the cop that's doing.
I mean, y'all,
acting like a criminal in the police.
You in the cop out there daily, and out of 100 crimes, 99 of them are real criminals. And that one out of 100 is an innocent person that he beats down or he roughs up, and then you say, don't you do that. But the 99 other times he did it and probably saved your life and his. So
my thing is, it doesn't matter where. That's an innocent person. That's
right.
You gotta think about the trauma. You gotta.
Okay, right. That's what I'm saying. So and of course, I agree with you. I just think that there's a solution that hasn't been found in which that cops, policemen, law enforcement don't have the training to turn it on and turn it off for that one.
Yeah, innocent. You shouldn't have to die for a routine traffic stop.
No, you shouldn't.
You shouldn't.
You shouldn't. No, you should. You should never have to die. But I think that a routine traffic stop is maybe 1% of the the overall, or a small percentage of the overall stuff that they got to go through on a day-to-day basis. So it's just like you're a basketball player. You got to go out and get 20 every game. You know what I'm saying? And so it's just like, out of all the games you don't play, 1 out of 100, somebody asks you to go score 2 points. It's like, how am I do that? How am I going to just score 2?
Yeah.
My body goes for 20 automatically. My mentality goes for 20. And you saying because we playing, the Rangers, I'm supposed to go for 2. I can't turn it off. Ain't nobody trained me to turn off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can't. And I think that's the issue. You're right. They are hurting innocent people, and they're trained to
serve and protect.
To serve and protect you from the criminals. You know what I'm saying?
But
And
now
so,
it's like we look at police officers as criminals. It's like we don't. Why
what?
go to the police? Why if someone's abusing me and I call the police officer, I end up arrested or dead or beaten home.
Right, right, and that's always been the case. The only
Yeah.
reason it's exposed now because there's social media.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So you just turn on a mobile device and boom, you know, you NBC, ABC, CBS, CNN, you all that in one.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So all this has always been going on. You know, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, you know, 2000s. It's always been going on.
It's just filmed.
It just filmed and marketed and advertised a lot differently now. But I just think that you know we those people in law enforcement, they just don't have the training to say that one is innocent.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're not. You know, it's a flip the switch. It's either on or off. You know, when 97 of them are 97% or they don't call them. They don't get no phone calls and say, you know what, we're gonna go over to Texas big time and sit down with them and have a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
The call they gonna get is somebody broke into Texas big time office.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
And then even if someone fits the description, I don't think excessive force should be used. I think that what if it's a different guy and then you putting all this, you're beating him down to the ground. You know what I'm saying?
It's training.
Yeah.
It's training.
But no, but then that's like, but then they'll think that they're doing the right thing. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
So what you're saying is, you know, okay, so say you make the phone call, say somebody came Texas big time, stole something, and you saw the person, you know, running
Mm-hmm.
down the street,
Mm-hmm.
5'8", you know, black guy with a red shirt on.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they might see a person walking, 5'7",
Right.
black guy with a red shirt on.
Mm-hmm.
They pulling them over. Their mindset is, but you're saying, hey, Mr. Guy, we got a call. We just want to know, was it you?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you still do your job, but you don't have to use the excessive force.
Right. So today they just pull over that, you know, that 5'7" guy. He didn't steal. They take him and they bump him up a little bit and blah 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 because they train and says, hey, you know what? It's better to rough him up.
No, because my thing is you rough him up, the criminal is still out there.
Right. But he might be the one. So you better rough him up and go on and, you know, shake him down and all that.
So if he's not the one, then what?
Then that's what I'm saying. That's where the training comes in at, you know.
Mm-hmm.
The training don't say they don't have the training to sit down and, you know, make them fill out a credit report, you know, and get them approved to be the.
But you can.
You don't have the solution. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So again, let's go back to what I said 20 minutes ago. They're trained to fight the criminals,
Yeah.
which means they have, in my opinion, jumped in a criminal mindset.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can't fight, you know, crime, you know, with less than a mindset of a criminal. Mm-hmm. You got to be willing to be smarter than the criminal.
Mm-hmm.
You got to have more resources than the criminal. You got to be tougher than the criminal, mm-hmm. faster than the criminal. So that's the only way to fight crime, mm-hmm. in my opinion. If you have less resources than the criminal always gonna win.
Well, yeah.
I mean, what do we want? We want to equip them and get them trained to be tougher than the criminal, or do we want them?
Yes, the actual criminal. Yeah.
Yes, the actual criminal. So that's the bar or the whoever the toughest criminal is in the world. Mm-hmm. We want our least our weakest link to be as tough as the toughest criminal in the world, mm-hmm. and everybody else on the law enforcement is tougher, smarter, bigger, stronger, faster than the criminal. Mm-hmm. You know, cause that's what we say that makes us have a safer place. Mm-hmm. Now, with that comes, hey, incidents, problems, you know, all that other stuff. I get it. Innocent people, innocent, you know, they get roughed up for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, here's my thing. You know, we know what we in. We know the world that we in. We know the country that we live in. I'm talking about us black folks or whatever. So, if and he did not, and I'm gonna prefix this by saying, you know, nobody deserves to die. You know what I'm saying? But let's operate. What's wrong with operating one within the rules? What's wrong with that?
What you mean by that?
I mean, what's wrong with we know the law, right? You know the law. What's wrong with just obeying the law? Right, let's try that.
No, there's nothing wrong with that.
Okay, all right. Now, I say this by saying, now let's go back to the thing where the guy was on the street selling the cigarettes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, all right, he didn't deserve to die. You know what I'm saying? That was utterly wrong. Period.
Mm-hmm.
Excessive force.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But he's breaking the law by selling them cigarettes right outside the.
Mm-hmm.
Now I got it. Let's say you own the business.
Mm-hmm.
You got a convenience store. You don't got all your permits and all this other stuff.
And he outside. Yeah, of
He
course
out.
you gonna call the police.
Yes. So I mean, what's wrong with operating within the bounds of the law?
There's nothing wrong with that, but I like.
No. What's let's not go with the but right now. Let's just say that man had a smoke shop with a permit to operate. Would he have died for selling cigarettes?
Yeah.
You think he would have?
Sell on the corner, yeah.
No. If he had a permit, he'd have had an office space, a storefront. You know, he'd have had the city approval. You know, everything that needed. I mean, what's all I'm asking is,
Yes, I
what's
do believe.
wrong with operate? What's wrong with buying a car as opposed to stealing a car? Why? Why do we excuse?
The criminals.
No. The rules first. See, we as a people, as a society, I ain't gonna say black people, we say it's wrong. He stole the car and they shot him. Yes, that's wrong.
But if he hadn't stolen the car, he wouldn't have got shot.
But we don't know that.
Yeah.
But we know his chances would have been a lot less if he just went down there and bought the car. That's my thing. Like, it's easy to just operate within the bounds of the law. It's so easy. It's almost like, that's the easiest thing in life to do. You want a car, pay for it with money like the rest of America. Or if you want a car, do like some people, go steal it and risk your life. That's just it. That's the choice.
So what's his name? Philando?
Yeah.
The one who had a gun permit? And he gave the gun permit to the police officer, and the police officer still shot him? He had a gun permit.
But okay, I'm saying to that's wrong. I'm saying when they steal the car and get shot for stealing the car, that's wrong.
Okay, I get that.
Yeah, I'm saying that's wrong.
I agree.
If
you break the law, you're a criminal, and the police should handle you.
They should handle you within reason. I don't think you deserve to lose your life.
I think they should let the broken justice system. I think they should let it take care of it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But I'm saying that there's a step, maybe 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 steps before that we can take before the law is broken to alleviate all of that. I'm a firm believer in it.
So it's against the law not to use. You should when you switch your lanes, turn on your with your signal, your left signal and right signal.
Right.
Should you die for that?
Okay, I think you're missing what I'm saying. I just said if you steal a car,
but that's still,
you shouldn't die for it.
But you're still breaking the law, though.
Yeah. I mean, you breaking the law by walking in the street.
Yeah.
You shouldn't die for it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, that's a safety issue. That's not breaking the law. You know, that's you get a citation for, but that's not breaking the law.
Okay.
That's breaking, you know, the driving rules, but that's not a law. You know, switching lanes.
Okay.
That's not breaking the law. Breaking the law is, you know, theft, murder, you know, those things. That's breaking the law, but that switching lanes is not breaking the law.
Okay.
You know, that's a driving violation. That's two different things. But neither one of them you deserve to die. I'm saying that, you know, criminals make a mistake, you know, albeit other than, you know, rape and murder, you know, they should not, you know, be in fear of their life, not unless they put other people's lives in jeopardy. Like if you steal a car and you driving around in a high-speed chase and everybody, you know, on the road life is in jeopardy, I think it is best that, you know, police go to the extreme, and if they have to take your life to save everybody else around you, yes, bye.
So, do you think, I'm just asking, do you think that capital murderers, well, people who, let's see.
People who murder?
What was the boy that went into the church
Mm-hmm.
and killed those 9 people?
Yeah.
And then he fled to the next state or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
The white boy, Dylan,
Yeah.
whatever?
Yeah. What's your question? What do I think should about Dylan?
It was no excessive force used with him.
Okay, but yes, it wasn't. And that's, again, you know.
No, I get what you're saying. So my thing is,
So, no. So, justice on paper was done the correct way. You know what I'm saying? Catch him, bring him in. You know what I'm saying? Without excessive force. You know, I'm not excusing the excessive force that was used on the man selling the cigarettes.
Yeah, no, I get that, but my thing is, he's a mass murderer.
I don't care if you selling cigarettes or you went in and you shot up 7 people in the church. I think that justice should bring you to justice without taking your life.
Yeah.
You know, although if they took that man's life for killing 7 people, it would be justified in my opinion because he put other lives at jeopardy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's just my personal feeling. But the law says bring him in.
Yeah,
you know,
the justice system.
Yeah, blah blah blah. So I think they did what was right in that case, and the people up in New York did what was wrong with the guy with the cigarettes. So, but I stand on the side of, you know, bring them inside by alive. You know what I'm saying? I agree with that.
They
that
should, unless they just like shooting at you and you a police officer, take their life. Like you said with the car chase, I agree with that. I just, like you said, I agree with you that they should, a criminal, no matter how harsh the crime, I believe that they should let the justice system handle it.
Yeah, they should let the justice system handle it, and
they should die at the hands of
if he killed,
officers.
and he did 7, you know, he killed 7 people, and when they caught him, no other lives were in jeopardy, bring him in.
Then they took on the Burger King.
You know, well, you know, I don't know about all that, and they might have. I'm not talking about that, but I'm saying if he killed 7 people, and an 8-person life was at jeopardy, or a 9th person life at jeopardy, then I think they owe it to the 8th person and 9th person to take the life, you know, so that they can live. You know what I'm saying? That's why I use a car chase. You know, they in a car chase. It will be utterly, you know, disappointing for someone to steal a car and then a high-speed chase and an innocent person die.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
So that, you know, other people's lives are in jeopardy. Now, if someone murders somebody and they catch him and no other lives around them at that time are in jeopardy, bring them in.
Yeah.
Bring them in. You know, so that's just food for thought. I think we're done.
Okay.
Stop the broadcast.